Hey everybody, and welcome back to Real Anime Training. I'm your Real Anime Sensei, and today we are going to do the next phase of the Hajime no Ippo training program, and we're going to do Ippo's basic training. At the beginning of the series, we find Ippo being bullied by his schoolmates, and he, in the process of this, runs into a famous boxer named Takamura Mamoru. And then Takamura shows these bullies just how out of their league he is. From here, Ippo passes out and then wakes up in the Kamogawa boxing gym, where he is introduced to the world of boxing. And after Takamura gives him some tapes to watch about boxing, he falls completely in love with it. He sees these people as strong, and he wants to know what it means to be strong. I can really relate to Ippo here, because I was also bullied quite a bit. I was heavy for the majority of my elementary school days. And I was also really nerdy, and so that ended up with a lot of people sort of like zoning in on me as a target. But thankfully I started lifting weights and doing a lot of like martial arts stuff, thanks to, anime and, my dad being a trainer and whatnot. So I ended up, being able to defend myself, so that didn't really last for too much longer. But it was definitely a very hard thing, because for the majority of my school years, I remember being picked on so much, but like Ippo, finding something that you can focus on and put your energy into will help you get away from that, because it gives you a lot of confidence, and you're really focused and moving ahead in that, rather than all of the people that are might be bullying you or giving you that sort of negative attention. After asking Takamura if he can become a boxer, Takamura gives him a very difficult task, one he did not think that Ippo would be able to do, which is to catch 10 leaves before they hit the ground. He tries and tries and tries, and he's not able to do it. But in a week, he's able to put so much effort in that he's actually able to accomplish the goal. And that's sort of a theme of Hajime no Ippo. You put in enough work until eventually you're able to do things. I was actually able to learn quite a bit about how to box from Hajime no Ippo. Prior to watching Hajime no Ippo, a lot of my striking was more karate based, and so once I watched Hajime no Ippo, I really fell in love with how boxers move and technical boxing in general. And so I started to watch and sort of mimic what they were doing on the show, and it, being the anime trainer, I took everything that they were doing and just started adapting it to my own fighting style. And so I can honestly say the majority of my boxing came from watching Hajime no Ippo. The first time you step in a boxing ring or a cage or anything, even if it's just for sparring practice, it's a scary feeling, because you're in there with somebody else whose sole intention is to hit you, and possibly to hurt you, depending on if it's a very heavy sparring session or if it's an actual match. So it can be really intimidating, and you might even forget everything that you know. So like, you step into the ring and all of a sudden your mind goes blank and you don't know what you're doing anymore. With enough practice, you can make the ring just as comfortable as being on the mat or anywhere else. So don't be too scared of the ring. Even though the first time is going to be scary, remember, eventually it just becomes another thing. Takamura then gives Ippo a training program to follow for a month. He says, for 1 month, work on push-ups, sit-ups, and running. However, you can see on the desk here, there's actually a paper with a program written on it. The program is 5 sets of 50 reps of push-ups, sit-ups, and a thing called a back muscle movement, which is essentially just a Superman, and a 5-kilometer run. We're going to do a little bit differently here, because instead of doing 5 sets of 50, what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 sets of max reps done in a circuit style. So you will do a set of max rep push-ups, max rep sit-ups, and max rep Supermans, and then you will do that cycle 5 times. As always, for the push-ups, we want to maintain proper posture from the shoulder all the way down to the feet, and we want to make sure that our hips are not sagging or being up in the air, and we are maintaining a vertical forearm as we do the movement. For the sit-up, you see Ippo pulling up on his neck. I do not want you to do that. I want you to either touch lightly on your ears or cross your hands over your chest. Do not use your arms to help you get up into the top position of this movement. Maintain proper posture, not rounding at the lower back. For a Superman, you're going to lay down on your stomach and you're going to raise your arms and your legs by flexing your glutes and your upper spine. you're not going to arch your back here. You want to focus on moving from your upper back and your glutes, pulling those shoulders back as far as they will go. After that circuit, you're going to finish up the workout with a 5-kilometer run. You don't have to worry about going super fast on this one. I just want you to get it done. Speed will come with time. Believe me, if you're doing the program, the intensity's coming. In this phase of the Hajime no Ippo training program, you should be doing this workout 3 times a week, most likely on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you should be doing the Makanochi fishing boat workout Monday through Friday. That should be done concurrently with this workout. So you start with the Makanochi fishing boat workout, and then you move to the Makanochi fishing boat workout and Ippo's basic training at the same time. If you want to go ahead and advance in the Hajime no Ippo training program, we've just released on Real Anime Training Plus the First Steps Boxing Program. So you can go ahead and get started on that right now and be ahead of the game for when we actually do release the other Hajime no Ippo training program videos. Because you'll have access to all of the exercise demonstrations and all the education modules related to that program. If you like that video, please go ahead and share it with all your friends. Press that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment below telling me if you have ever been in a boxing gym at all.